Hey everybody, how's it going? Mastering with free plugins and mostly Reaper stock plugins. I've made a few videos on this over the years and pretty much everything in those videos I still use. I've tweaked them here and there, turned things on and off, moved things around, but you know, it kind of stays the same. I don't really change it. It's definitely that top-down approach that I subscribe to. I put things through this chain, this tried and tested chain, and if it doesn't work, there's something wrong with the mix. So what I've got going on here, EQ, and I'm taking off everything below 25 just to keep the mix tight. You know, there's nothing really down here that you need or you can even hear, but your plugins can hear them, so just get rid of them. Sorting out some mids I don't like. Not so much that I don't like them, but reducing sort of around 500 can give the mix a lot more of a hi-fi feel, which is what I like. These are all Reaper stock plugins except for Mojo on the end, which is by Air Windows. It's a great sort of secret sauce plugin. JS Excite here is just distorting the high end a little bit, just to make it sound a little bit more hi-fi. And then the Rex comp is boosting and compressing the low end. All the low end is going through this and it's reducing somewhere between sort of, you know, 1 and 3 dB. If it goes beyond that, I do tweak it. But again, if there's something wrong with the low end, I go into the mix and sort it out. But this just gets the low end sounding thunderous. I love it. Then I'm going into the Digital Versatile compressor. This is not compressing at all. It is purely boosting level, about 3 dB. Event Horizon Limiter Clipper. This is one of the most transparent and best limiter / clippers out there. My mix before this is sort of topping out at about 10-ish, so I've brought the threshold down to -10. This is doing most of the level boosting. Then the master limiter, I've got this set to catch the peaks. So those snare transients, toms, anything like that will just get caught. And the reduction, it's only reducing about 1, maybe 2 dB. If it goes beyond that, I'll need to turn everything down. If it's not hitting this at all, I'll turn everything up. Very simple. Then I'm going into Mojo, which some people say it's a saturator, but it's described as a transfer function. I don't know what it's doing, but it makes the mix sort of jump out the speakers in this really pleasing way. So I'll just play part of the mix I've got. This is a demo of some sim mix neural amp modeler captures. I'll link the video below. I really like the way this sounds. It's very kind of like gnarly sounding. The drums are very roomy. So I'll just turn things on and off. So this EQ, the exciter and the Rex comp, that is the tone shaping part. So when you go into the master chain, when you start boosting level, things might not sound the way you like. So they are for tone shaping. Some people don't want to tone shape at all on the master chain. They just want to get a limiter on there, get it loud, clipper, whatever you use, you know, they just want to get it loud and get it out the door. They don't really want to change the sound of the mix, but I do. I want it to sound as cool and as hi-fi and as finished as I can get it. So I've just turned these off and I'll sort of A-B. To me, that just sounds better. It just sounds more professional. And every stage here matters if I just turn the EQ off. And back on. Like I said, more hi-fi, it's what I like. If I just turn this band off, you'll hear a bit more heft come in. And this is more of a taste thing. You might prefer this on. I'll just sort of turn this on and off. Don't know what you guys prefer, but I know what I prefer, and I like that little dip there. It just sounds a bit cooler to me. Exciter, you'll hear a massive difference in the top end, so I'll just play the track and turn it on and off. Again, it's tone shaping, totally subjective. You know, there's no rules here. You know, turn all this stuff off if you don't like it, tweak it, turn some of it up, add to it, do whatever you like. There's no rules really. Re-X comp, you'll hear a huge difference in the low end, so I'll just turn it on and off. As you can hear there, it just brings the thunder and it gives me that sort of consistency in the low end. And this is the bit most people are here for and they want to get right, is the loudness. So if I just turn this stuff off, it's an enormous difference. Like how quiet that is compared to this. The limiter clipper's doing most of the heavy lifting when it comes to the level. Again, if you push this too hard, it starts to sound really congested and strange, and you know, it kills the dynamics. You know, you've really got to get this stuff sort of dialed in. Master limiter, you'll see the reduction here. Just catching those peaks, I'll turn it off. With it on, what it's doing, it actually makes the snare sound a little bit more punchy, because the snare is probably and should be the loudest thing in the track. It's a cool sound. Just listen to the snare. Compared to this. Again. Yeah, I love that sound, it really works. Mojo, this thing is basically magic. I really don't know what it's doing. There's only one control, basically input level. I'll turn it off and I'll turn it on. A/B the difference. It sounds like it's squeezing even more energy out the mix and pushing it through the speakers really hard. So that is about it, guys. That's my master chain explained in a little bit more detail, and to get some of my thoughts behind the moves I'm making on the master chain. Grab the template below and experiment with it. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys, I really appreciate it, and subscribe if you want to see more metal related stuff. I'll be back sometime with a video on something else, so until then, ciao!